Thank you.
So, further search. Okay.
All right.
All right, please be seated. Tomei asiento, por favor. Pardon what? Okay, I just want to, I hadn't signed on before, so. So 3 interpreter matters, right? Okay. Hi, could the interpreter please identify him or herself for the record, please?
Yes, good afternoon, Your Honor. This is Liz Carmona Zimmer, court interpreter.
All right, thank you very much. If you can interpret my initial statements, and then looks like we have at least 3 people who will need your assistance. Okay?
Okay, yes.
Okay. First of all, good afternoon, everybody. This is the 2 o'clock calendar for November 8th, 2025.
Bueno, primero que nada, buenas tardes a todos. Esta es las audiencias agendadas de las 2 de la tarde para el 8 de noviembre de 2025.
The court orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar.
Las órdenes judiciales de la toma de pruebas de ADN y huellas dactilares que se realizaron el 1 de este mes deberán corresponder para todas las causas agendadas.
Okay, this is the victim rights advisement.
Este es el informe de los derechos a la víctima.
If a person is a victim of a crime with a case pending before this court,
Si una persona es víctima de un delito en una causa pendiente ante este tribunal,
they're advised that they have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity.
se les informa que tienen derechos bajo las leyes del estado de Arizona, entre ellos se incluye el derecho que se te trate con justicia, respeto y dignidad.
to a speedy trial, to be present at court hearings, and choose to be whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney.
El derecho a un juicio rápido, el derecho a que estar en las audiencias judiciales y escoger si quiere ser entrevistado por medio del acusado o el abogado del acusado.
To be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing.
Y que se le conozca antes de que el tribunal haga la decisión sobre la puesta en libertad, negociación, convenio resolutorio, agendas e imposición de pena.
And to receive restitution from a person who's been convicted of causing the loss.
Y de recibir resarcimiento por medio de la persona que es hallada culpable de ocasionar su pérdida.
If the person has not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, they should contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office.
Si a dicha persona no se le ha dado la información por escrito de la Declaración de los Derechos a la Víctima, deberán de contactar a los servicios, el Departamento de Servicios a las Víctimas de la Oficina de la Fiscalía.
Okay. When I call your names, please come to stand behind the podium and give me your name and your date of birth.
Cuando les llame por su nombre, por favor, pasen al podio y denme su nombre y su fecha de nacimiento.
I'm not going to set forth all of your release conditions. They will be on your paperwork.
No les voy a indicar todas sus medidas cautelares, ya que se encuentran en su documentación.
At a minimum, it will require you may not drive without a valid driver's license and no drugs without a valid prescription.
Como mínimo, se les va a requerir que no manejen con una licencia de conducir que no esté válida y que no tengan ningún medicamento sin receta válida.
For those of you who I set a secured appearance bond, you can go through a bonding company to effect your release.
Para las personas que yo les fije una fianza garantizada para su comparecencia, pueden usar una agencia fiancista para asegurar su puesta en libertad.
It's my understanding they do collect phone calls.
Tengo entendido que ellos aceptan llamadas por cobrar.
The names and numbers of bonding companies are listed on some walls of the jail. If you cannot find one or need assistance, please ask one of the officers for help.
Los nombres y números telefónicos de agencias fiancistas se encuentran enumeradas en una lista en las paredes de las cárceles. Si es que no puede encontrarlo o si necesita asistencia, por favor, pregúntele a los agentes.
Okay, start with Luis Dorame Lozano.
Vamos a empezar con Luis Dorame Lozano.
Are you still using the headphones? Oh. Good, very good. Senor, your name and date of birth, please.
Leonel Dorame Lozano.
Luis Leonel Dorame Lozano.
14 de agosto del 2005.
August 14, 2005.
Okay. Sir, you are charged with carrying a deadly weapon and failing to admit it, possession of a weapon by a prohibited person. That's a Class 4 felony. The first is charged with a Class 1 misdemeanor, and possession of a deadly or defaced weapon, a Class 6 felony. I'm appointing a lawyer to represent you.
No está ningún abogado.
I don't have an attorney.
No, I am appointing one to represent you.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix, Arizona. You must appear in court. They'll be at 8:30 in the morning. You'll have a status conference on November 24th and a witness preliminary hearing set for November 26th of this year.
Entendido.
You are not to possess any weapons. You're not to possess or consume any alcohol. I'm going to release you to supervision of pretrial services. In your packet, you'll receive information from pretrial services. It's my understanding it's also in Spanish. It's your responsibility to contact them. If you don't remain in compliance with their rules, you could have a warrant issued against you.
Entendido.
You will probably be released in
Understood.
about 4 hours. Okay, except you left. Okay, Kevin Castro.
Kevin Castro.
Kevin Noel López Castro, 3 de septiembre de 1997.
The interpretation of the date of birth. ¿Me dice la fecha de nacimiento otra vez, señor?
Can you hear?
3,
I'm not sure. Maybe he can't hear you. I'm not sure.
He's
Try
about
again.
to. Yeah, I'll try.
3 de septiembre de 1997.
Kevin Noel Lopez Castro, September 3rd, 1997.
Okay. Sir, you are charged with possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, a Class 4 felony. Okay, give me a second. All right, sir, I cannot appoint a lawyer for you at this time. If you try to hire your own attorney and cannot afford one, you can always apply to your assigned judge to see if he or she would appoint one for you, but no promises. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix. They will be at 8:30 in the morning. You'll have a status conference on November 14th, which is this coming Friday, and a witness preliminary hearing on November 18th. You are not to possess any weapons. Prosecutors are asking for a $25,000 bond. I, however, am going to set bond as a secured appearance bond, which would allow you to go to a bonding company in the amount of $5,000. If you post your bond and you do not show up for court, you could lose your bond and a warrant will issue for your arrest. Okay. Please step to your left, please. Okay. Next one is Raimundo Contreras Rodriguez.
Siguiente, Raimundo Contreras Rodríguez.
Okay. Okay. Sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Raimundo Contreras Rodríguez, 6 de enero del 82.
Raimundo Contreras Rodríguez, January 6, 1982.
Okay. Sir, you are charged with one count of forgery, a Class 4 felony. I am going to appoint a lawyer for you. According to the information I've been provided, you said your family is going to hire an attorney for you. If an attorney does enter an appearance for you, that person will take the place of the attorney that I appointed for you. But you will have an attorney unless and until you another attorney comes in on the case. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix at 8:30 in the morning. And you're required to show up for all your court dates. You'll have a status conference on November 24th at 8:30 and a witness preliminary hearing on November 26th, also at 8:30 in the morning. Sir, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance, so make sure you show up for court. You'll probably be processed and out of here in about 4 hours. Unless there are any other holds placed against you.
Gracias.
Okay?
Thank you.
Okay, the interpreter, please make a general announcement to make sure we don't have any other Spanish speakers. Thank you.
Yes, of course, Your Honor. ¿Alguien más en la sala necesita los servicios de interpretación judicial en español?
No one? Okay. Very good. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time. Have a great day.
Sí, Your Honor. The interpreter will be disconnecting. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Andrew Owens. All right, sir.
Yeah.
Name and date of birth, please.
February 11, 2004, Andrew Owens.
You said 2/11/04?
Yeah.
Okay. You got two matters before me. Just deal with the probation matter first, which is under CR 2024-140-788. Okay, and then also you have the new charges, 2025-144-371. All right, and the new charges, you're charged with 1 count of armed robbery, a Class 2 felony, 2 counts of aggravated assault, that's Class 3 felony, 1 count of armed robbery. I'm sorry, let's make the 2 counts of armed robbery, 2 counts of aggravated assault, and 1 count of criminal trespass in the first degree. The last charge is a Class 6 felony. One of the levels of felony on these is incorrect, but we'll leave it up to the charging document. I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your court dates, by the way, initially the probation violation and the new charges will be in a different courthouse, but they'll ultimately be combined, so make sure I'm putting a lawyer for both, but make sure your lawyer knows about the other one, because you may not be able to be in, I can't remember what.
I have a question, so I didn't.
Pardon?
I had a question, so what was the probation violation for?
We'll talk about that in a second. Now, the reason I mentioned that, because for both of them, you have a first appearance at the same time, okay?
Okay.
All right, so, anyway, I'm appointing an attorney for you. Your first court date will be a status conference at 175 West Madison Street on November 14th at 8:30, and a witness preliminary hearing at this point scheduled on November 18th. Your lawyer may explain to you why that may go on that day. You're not to return to the scene of alleged crime. You're not to initiate contact with alleged victim or victims. You're not to possess any weapons. And these release conditions apply to both. No initial contact with any alleged victim or victims, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. You can't possess or consume any alcohol. And if you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours release. However, your probation violation, CR 2024-14088, once again, I'm appointing a lawyer for you. Court date will be for probation revocation arraignment hearing at the same time, as I was saying, November 14th at 8:30, but that'll be at 201 West Jefferson. I don't know which one they'll take you to. That's why it's important to communicate with your lawyer. Same release conditions as I mentioned on the other one, including contacting probation officer. But this pursuant to rules 27.6 and 7.2C. At this point, you'll be held without bond. You can talk to your lawyer to see if bond can be set when you meet with him or her. Step to your left, please.
All right, thank you.
Bianca Preciado. Your name and date of birth, please.
Bianca Preciado, May 17, 1994.
All right. 94, right?
I'm sorry?
You said 94, right?
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure. All right. You are charged with one count of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument, Class 3 felony, and one count of tampering with physical evidence. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street.
I'm sorry, can you speak
Can
up?
you hear me?
No.
Okay. Your court dates will be on 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix. You have your status conference on November 14th at 8:30. That's a week from yesterday. And a witness preliminary hearing at this point is scheduled for November 18th at 8:30. You're not to return to the scene of alleged crime. You're not to initiate contact with the alleged victim or victims. You're not to possess any weapons. You're not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription. Give me 1 second. I may have to change one thing here. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to. I have to edit one thing. Okay. I've added, you may go back one time to the scene of the alleged crime with a police officer on civil standby one time to pick up your personal effects. The state was asking for a bond of $100,000. I'm setting bond in the amount of $25,000 security appearance bond. If you post your bond and you don't show up for your court dates, you could lose your bond and a warrant would issue for your arrest. All right, step to your left, please. Ruben Gutierrez. Oh, and these three, because they were linked up, I have to add one thing for all those three people, but no contact, okay? All right, so your name and date of birth, please.
Ruben Gutierrez, 12/17/1986.
Okay. Okay, so you've got two matters before me. One is a probation violation warrant in CR. Actually, officers, by the way, on the last gentleman, I have to call him back right after this case, okay? The gentleman before, Mr. Owens. Mr. Owens. All right. Anyway, it's in a probation violation. You're alleged to have violated terms 3, 4, 5, and 15. I appointed a lawyer for you. Your probation revocation arraignment hearing will be November 14th at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson. Same thing I told the other gentleman. Your probation violation will be initially in one court, maybe with a different lawyer, and the other one will be at another building. Eventually, they'll combine lawyers and combine the courthouses. But make sure you talk to your lawyers about, that you have both things, okay?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Now, these following conditions apply to both. Contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. No alcohol, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. And that, another judge set bond for you in an amount of $1,000, security appearance bond. Now, on the other one, you're charged with possession of narcotic drugs for sale, possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, theft, and obstructing, refusing giving your true name. I appointed a lawyer for you also. This will also have your status conference on November 14th at 8:30, but that'll be at 175 West Madison Street, like I explained to you, okay? I don't know where they'll take you to first. Same release conditions, except for this, the bond, I know the state was asking for a $35,000 bond. Bond for you will be set in the amount of $25,000. All right? Step to your left, please. Mr. Owens, back?
Yes. Can I ask you a question?
Mr. Owens, we're back. The reason is, you would ask me a question, I didn't even answer it. It's suddenly occurred to me. Very, very brief. You're on probation for facilitation to commit traffic in stolen property, and your alleged violated terms 3 and 5. I didn't mention that to you. Okay?
Okay, but
I can't hear you.
But I be able to speak now too? Like, how am I getting charged with anything being armed if I was never armed?
Well, that's the information I have. I'll look it up for you. Just give you the courtesy of doing that, sir.
That's just
One second. I'm looking it up for you. First of all, a petition to revoke was filed on October 24th, and you were sentenced to probation on February 12th of this year.
Now, I know about probation. I'm talking about the new charges. Like,
Maybe I misunderstood your question then.
Oh, I was saying, like...
Okay, let me apply to you and everybody else. Let me just say this right now.
Yeah.
People have a right to make statements. I strongly recommend to people, everything's being recorded, not to talk about the case today because it could be used against you at a later date. Over many years of doing this, I've had people making statements, their lawyers grimace because people may think they're saying something which would help them. It actually hurts them. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
The best thing is to talk to your lawyer about the new charges. Okay?
All right, thank you.
Okay. I just want you to make sure you're protected. All right? Delachi McGill? All right. Your name and date of birth.
Delisha Aisha Faye
I can
McGill.
barely hear you.
Delisha Aisha Faye McGill.
Because I'm having trouble hearing you. 72892?
Yes.
Okay. That's better when you say yes. Okay. Before someone said they couldn't hear me, so it goes both ways. Okay.
Yeah.
These plexiglass can really be a problem in that respect. Okay, you're here on two different things. Probation violation. Same thing I've been telling other people. We have probation violation and new charges. Looks like the dates are the same for both. It'll be in different buildings. They'll to be combined, but talk to your lawyer about both. Okay?
Okay.
All right. And a probation violation here for, let me just see what I wrote down, what the charge was. Looks like in probation possession of drug paraphernalia, you're alleged to have violated term 1, not being a law-abiding citizen. I appointed a lawyer for you, as I did for the other one. Now these release conditions apply for both. If you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. You can't possess any weapons. You can't possess or consume any alcohol. No drugs without a valid prescription. Your court dates are November 14th at 8:30 for a probation revocation arraignment hearing at 201 West Jefferson. Remember, that's a different building. Okay?
Okay.
And your judge set bond for you in the amount of $500 secured appearance bond. All right, now, on your new charge, possession of narcotic drugs for sale, possession or use of a weapon or drug offense, possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, and theft. I am appointing a lawyer for you, and that one will be at 175 West Madison, which is across the street from the other courthouse, for a status conference on November 14th at 8:30, and preliminarily, the witness preliminary hearing is scheduled for November 18th at 8:30. Your lawyer can explain to you if it doesn't go on that day, okay?
Okay.
Anyway, same release conditions as before. Once again, the state was asking for a $35,000 bond. I'm reducing it to a secured appearance bond of $25,000. I just have to make one other change here in regard to it. You're not to have any contact with any co-defendant. All right? Good luck to you.
Okay.
All right, step. Did that go through? Yes. Okay. What was the other one, the third person? Oh, it's, okay. Let's just call that one now. Eric Brown? Yeah, I'm just changing that for him also, the same term. Oh, good afternoon. I almost said good morning. Good afternoon, sir.
Eric Brown, February 1st, 1980.
Good, I can hear you. Fine. Okay.
Thank you.
And you can hear me?
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to sue anything, by the way. So, anyway, sir, you are also charged with, let me double check something here. I have to open up another program, so. Okay, sir, you were charged with possession of narcotic drugs for sale, this kind of involving weapons, possession of weapon by a prohibited possessor, possession or use of weapon, drug offense, and theft or control of property. Okay. So possession of narcotic drugs for sale, misconduct involving weapons, possession of weapon by a prohibited person, possession of weapon and drug offense, and theft. I appointed a lawyer for you. Your court dates will also be November 14th at 8:30 for status conference. Witness preliminary hearing is November 18th at 8:30, 175 West Madison Street. You're not to have any contact with any co-defendants, and once again, the state was asking for $35,000. I'm making $20,000. But if you are able to post your bond, you'll have an ankle bracelet, be on electronic monitoring with a curfew to be what hours you can leave your home or to be determined between you and pretrial services. You get a packet, you'll read it and to understand it. All right, step to your left, please. All right, Eric Blanc. Andrew Blanc. And Anderson? Blanc, yeah. Oh, sorry. Your name and date of birth, please.
011496, Andrew Blanc.
All right, you are charged with unlawful flight from a law enforcement vehicle, reckless driving, exceeding the speed limit by more than 20 miles per hour, and criminal trespass in the first degree. Appoint a lawyer for you. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street this coming Friday, November 14th at 8:30, and a witness preliminary hearing on November 18th. Bond is set with security appearance bond of $1,000. If you post your bond and if you don't show up for any court dates, you can lose your bond and a warrant will issue. All right, step to your left, please.
Paper will have all the information for
your court dates, yeah. It's November. Zachary Gonzalez. Okay, so your name and date of birth, please.
Zachary Gonzalez, 7/24/90.
You have a total of 4 probation violation warrants here. For all of them, I'm appointing a lawyer for you. It'll be the same court date for each one. Obviously, for all of them, no weapons, no possession, consumption of alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription, and you have to contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. Okay, the first one is CR 2025-104-4427. You're on probation for possession of dangerous drugs. And all 4 of these, by the way, you're alleged to have violated terms 3, 4, and 5. And your court dates for all of them will be for probation revocation arraignment hearing, 201 West Jefferson, November 14th at 8:30. And this one, your judge set bond amount of $100. In 2024, 118936, you're on probation also for possession of drug paraphernalia. A judge set for you in the amount of, another judge set bond for you in the amount of $500. Then in 2023, 130732, you're on possession for, actually all of them possession of drug paraphernalias. Bond was set in the amount of $500, secured appearance bond. And finally, the last one, 2023, 108664, bond was set in the amount of $500 rather. So your total bond is $1,600 secured appearance bond. If you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours and make sure you make all your court dates. Step to your left, please. Robert Foster. Good afternoon, sir. Your name and date of birth, please.
Robert Foster, 4/27/1970.
All right, so you're on probation, looks like, for possession of narcotic drugs. You're alleged to have violated terms 4, 5, and 7. I did appoint a lawyer for you. Your court date will be at 201 West Jefferson for a probation revocation arraignment hearing. It's coming Friday, November 14th at 8:30. Likewise, if you get out, contact your probation officer in 72 hours. No weapons, no alcohol possession or consumption, no drugs without a valid prescription. Another judge set bond for you in the amount of $100. All right, security appearance bond. Step to your left, please. David Torres.
David Torres, 10/14/95.
Okay, you are charged with aggravated DUI, class 4 felony. I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street. You'll have your status conference on November 24th at 8:30. Witness employment hearing is 2 days later, November 26th. You cannot, I want to amend this also, by the way. You're not to consume any alcohol. So court date's November 24th, November 26th. No alcohol. You'll be released to pretrial services. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so make sure, you'll probably be out in about 4 hours, all right? Step to your left, please. Read the package you got in pretrial services to make sure it complies with their requirements. All right?
Okay. And that's today?
Yeah. Rosa Covarrubias Villagran. Your name and date of birth, please.
Rosa Covarrubias Villagran, date of birth March 9, 2004.
All right, you are charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault on a first responder,
I'm
1
sorry,
count of
Judge, I can't
criminal
hear you.
damage, 1 count of disorderly conduct, 1 count of criminal littering. I appointed a lawyer for you. Your court dates will be at 175 Madison Street. Make sure you show up for them. Your status conference will be November 24th at 8:30. Witness employment hearing will be November 26th at 8:30. No alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription, and don't initiate contact with the alleged victim or victims. You'll be released to pretrial services with alcohol testing and monitoring. So make sure you contact them, read the packet, and because you're going to have to do alcohol testing. If you don't, a warrant could issue. You understand that?
Yes,
You'll be out
Judge.
within a few hours.
All right, Judge. You said I have court on the 24th of this month?
Yep.
I'm not going to be here. I'm going to be out of state.
No, you'll be in court on the 24th. If you can't, you can always contact your lawyer to see if they can get it changed. But right now, if you don't show up, it'll be a warrant.
Okay.
All right? You decide what your priorities are. Joel Padilla. Okay, sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Joel Padilla, June 9th, 2004.
All right, sir, you are charged with aggravated DUI and DUI, class 4 felony and class 1 misdemeanor. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. Your court dates, and don't lose this, 175 West Madison Street, November 24th at 8:30 for status conference. Preliminary hearing scheduled for November 26th at 8:30. You cannot consume any alcohols, no alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription. You'll be released pretrial services with alcohol testing and monitoring. Read the package you get, because you have to contact them, make sure you do your alcohol testing. Okay, step to your left, please.
Thank you.
You'll be out in a few hours. Roger Duran? Duran, rather. All right, good afternoon, sir. Your name and date of birth, please.
Roger Duran, January 24th, 1986.
You got two matters in two different courts, okay? First one is out of the Buckeye City Court, you got a warrant there on a theft charge and failing to appear. They obviously want a bond for you, because this is over a year old. It's from August of last year. I'm gonna give you a break and release you on your own recognizance, because unless you enjoy your time here,
No.
you better show up for court, right? And don't lose your paperwork, because you got two different places to be. I don't want you to forget. November 25th at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
The address will be on your paperwork.
Okay.
Okay. Can't return to the scene of the crime, have any physical contact with any alleged victim. All right. Now, on the other one, you've got a new charge of possession of dangerous drugs, possessing of drug paraphernalia. I'm appointing a lawyer for you on that one. That one, your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street for status conference on November 24th at 8:30. Witness preliminary hearing 2 days later, November 26th. All right. Contact pretrial services. Read the information in your packet. You'll be released to pretrial services with drug testing. If you don't do drug testing, comply with them, there'll be another warrant. Okay? Check it out. But it'll be a few hours before you get out. Juan Arenas?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
All right, Justin. Your name and date of birth, please.
Juan Antonio, first name, last name Reyes, date of birth 08/1998.
All right, sir, you are charged in the Paradise Valley Town Court. The address will be on your paperwork.
Yeah.
All right, you're charged with disorderly conduct and criminal trespass of the first degree, class 1 misdemeanor, class 3 misdemeanor. Your court date will be there, and the address is November 25th at 8 o'clock in the morning there at Paradise Valley.
Okay.
You're not to return to the scene of alleged crime. You're not to initiate contact with the alleged complainant, and no alcohol. You'll be released on your own recognizance. Show up there.
Okay.
Rather than coming back here. All right, step.
I have a quick question. If my vehicle was still there, will I be able to?
I have no idea about that.
Okay.
You have to check with them.
Can I call them?
Yeah, whatever. You can call the court or the police.
Oh no, I was gonna ask if I can call the location.
You're getting out in a few hours.
Yeah, I know, but I just want to. Never mind. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I wasn't quite sure what you were asking, but that's okay. Yeah.
He was asking if he could call the property in order to get his car back.
Well, that's between him and the police department. It's Lisa Belusi. Your name and date of birth, please.
Lisa Belusi, 2/23/1966.
All right. You are charged in the Goodyear City Court. The address will be in your paperwork. You're charged with 2 counts of disorderly conduct as domestic violence charges. I cannot appoint an attorney for you. I find you're not eligible for one. Your arraignment hearing will be November 12th. That's next Wednesday, this coming Wednesday at 8:30 in the Goodyear City Court. I did receive from your son a victim impact statement. Obviously, he doesn't want you to lose your nursing license, but I reviewed it. You cannot, let me go over this. You cannot return to the scene of alleged crime. You cannot initiate contact with alleged victim or victims. You're not to consume any alcohol. You may return one time to the scene of alleged crime with a police officer on a civil standby to pick up your personal effects. I'm also adding, you may return to the scene of the crime and or initiate contact with alleged victim or victims with written permission of alleged victim or victims. All right? But bond is set in the amount of $750 security appearance bond. Step to your left, please. Fernando Baca.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Your name and date of birth.
Fernando Baca, December 4th, 1987.
Okay, so you're charged with aggravated assault to first responder and driving license suspended, revoked, or canceled. Based on the limited information as to the second charge about driving license suspended or revoked, I don't find probable cause. Doesn't mean you won't be charged with it. I just don't have enough information right now. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street. I expect you're going to show up if you're smart. Okay.
All right, well, so I do have...
November 24th at 8:30 for status conference. Witness preliminary hearing set for November 26th at 8:30. No contact with the alleged victim, all right? And you'll be released on your own recognizance, so you'll probably be out within 4 hours.
So I do have a question, though. I have a lot of other stuff hanging over my head. I would like to clear it all out, and essentially,
let's put it this way. I don't see any other holds, okay?
What?
I've got the warrants. You don't either, do you? You don't show any other holds. No. You know what the smart thing to do? Speak with your lawyer and let him or her figure that out, because I don't have that information. Okay?
Thank you, Honor.
So you avoid other warrants if you do have other stuff, okay?
Thank you.
Okay. Eric Blend. So your name and date of birth, please?
Eric Lund, June 19th, 1984.
Can you give me 1 second here? Okay. Sir, you are charged with possession of dangerous drugs. I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street for a status conference, November 24th at 8:30. Witness preliminary hearing on November 26th. Based on limited information, I don't have enough information at this time to find probable cause. Doesn't mean you won't be charged with it. So show up for court, just play it safe. Okay.
And I didn't hear, did you...
Show up for court on November 24th and speak to your lawyer. But right now, I don't have enough information, but it's possible the state might still file it by then. Okay?
Okay.
All right. And but you'll be released on your own recognizance. So November 24th, November 26th, 175 West Madison. All right? So it'll be out in a few hours.
Okay.
Clinton Burris. Oh, yeah, that's... Oh, sorry, sir. Your name and date of birth, please.
It's Clinton Burris, May 22nd, 1979, morning, Judge.
Morning. So you got two matters before me. One is a probation violation. Looks like you're on probation for possession of dangerous drugs. You're alleged to have violated Term 1, not being a law-abiding citizen. All right. And this applies to both, obviously. Contact your probation officer in 72 hours to release. No alcohol, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. Your court date, your revocation arraignment will be this Friday coming up, November 14th at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson. Bond, and that has been set in an amount of $250. Because you have a new case now, possession of dangerous drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. The same thing. Your court date is there, is in a different building. I don't know if you heard me saying about some other gentlemen, other people. Your probation violations in one building, your new charges a different building at the same time. So they'll probably take, if you both bond out, make sure you let both courts know where you are. Let your lawyers know so you don't get a warrant on the other court. Yeah. It can't be in two places at once. Right. That type of thing. But let your lawyers know. This one will be at 175 West Madison, which is across the street from 201 West Jefferson. Okay. 11:14 for status conference at 8:30. Witness preliminary hearing November 18th at 8:30. Same release conditions. It'll be another security appearance bond of $250. So your total bond will be $500 if you post your bond. Make all your court dates, and I told you the complication, and contact your probation officer in 72 hours. Okay?
And so the bond, the 500?
Total 500, total, between the two.
For following up before Friday or after Friday?
You could, well, if you do it before, you get out. And if you do it after, you get out afterwards.
Okay.
So whenever you post your bond, that's when you get out.
Okay, all right.
If I understand your question.
I have a hold in Mesa, right?
What?
I have a hold in Mesa?
Let me see that.
Yes, Your Honor.
It is? So that, oh, I see.
Making a
You know what,
comment.
something, sir, I do have to add something else, because, yeah, they'll be seen tomorrow, probably in Mesa tomorrow morning. Okay, well, I do want, I mentioned about being on probation. Remember, you're also on probation. You have to keep in contact with your federal probation officer.
Right.
So, I can't tell you whether they're gonna put a hold on you for that.
Yeah.
That's the feds. Okay, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, step to your left, please.
Big enough. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, three house calls. Martha Marietta, why is that house call?
She was unable to function in GP. She was doing exploding.
Can you talk a little bit louder for me?
So for Martha, Lisa Marietta, she was refusing to function in GP. So refusing directives.
Okay. Thank you. She is charged with a probation violation warrant. It'll be on, her hearing will be November 14th at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson. She's alleged to have violated terms 3, 4, and 5. No weapons, no alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription. She has to contact a probation officer in 72 hours of release. Her bond was set at $250. And there's Peter Oliver.
He was showing some bizarre behavior, so they put him in.
Okay, so it'd be very difficult to appear in court. Okay. He is charged with aggravated assault with first responder, obstructing highway or public thoroughfare. Okay, I understand. I remember this. He's appointing a lawyer for him. 2 counts of obstructing a highway or public thoroughfare, and 1 count of aggravated assault. First responder. His court dates will be November 24th for a status conference. Witness preliminary hearing November 26th, both at 8:30 at 175 West Madison. Cannot have any contact with his alleged victim within, all right, and he must contact his case manager within 24 hours of release. He'll be released to pretrial services. Let's give it a try. Vakari Sandifer.
Aggressive behavior, Your Honor.
Pardon?
Aggressive behavior.
Okay. He's charged with resisting arrest, disorderly conduct, obstruction. He's has a warrant at a Peoria City Court. He'll have to be back there on November 25th at 9 o'clock. Cannot initiate contact with alleged complainant or witness, but he'll be released on his own recognizance. Okay? All right. All right, everyone, please be seated. Thank you. We have one interpreter matter, right? Don't we have an interpreter matter?
Yeah, they're going to be at the bottom because we don't have a simultaneous.
We don't have what?
A simultaneous call? We don't have them for the session.
I know, but we need to, we have to announce everything in Spanish.
You want me to put it in?
Yeah, put her in first, yeah. You put it on the bottom, right? I put it on the top. Is this language line or court interpreter's office?
I'm sorry?
Is this language line or court interpreter's office?
No, it's language line.
Okay. Okay, could the interpreter identify themselves for the record, please?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, very good. We have at least one person who'll need your assistance, but if you'll interpret the general announcements I'm going to make first, I'd greatly appreciate it, okay? Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Good afternoon. This is the 5 o'clock calendar on November 8th, 2025.
Muy bien, este es la 5, calendario, noviembre 8, 2025.
The court orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar.
Y la Corte ordena para tomar lo que es el ADN de la impresora de dedos, ahora dado en el primer calendario de este mes, que aplica para todo asunto de este calendario.
When I call your name, you'll stand behind the podium and give me your name and your date of birth.
Entonces, cuando llame su nombre, usted se va a poner de pie, me va a dar su nombre y su fecha de nacimiento.
I'm not going to say out loud all of your release conditions, but they will all be on your paperwork.
No voy a decir en alta voz todas las condiciones, pero ellas van a estar detrás de su papel.
At a minimum, it will say no drugs without a valid prescription and don't drive without a valid driver's license.
Y y en el mínimo yo diría no drogas, sin prescripción de válvula, y no conducción sin una licencia válida.
Some of you, a security appearance bond will be set.
Algunos de ustedes tienen apariencia segura.
What that means that you'll be able to go through a bondsman to help you getting bonded out.
Dicho eso significa que usted podrá ir a un fiador para ayudarle.
It is my understanding that the bonding companies do collect calls.
Y como puedo entender, la compañía de fiadores colecta las llamadas.
It is my understanding that the names and numbers of the bonding companies are on some of the walls of the jail. If you cannot find it or if you need assistance, please ask one of the officers for help.
Y como puedo entender los nombres y números de fiadores, la compañía de fiadores, y también las paredes de las cárceles, si usted no está encontrándolo, si usted necesita asistencia, por favor pregunte a oficiales para que le puedan ayudar.
This is a victim rights advisement.
Estos son derechos de víctimas.
If you are the victim of a crime of a case pending before this court, you advise that you have rights under Arizona law.
Y si usted es la víctima del crimen, con el caso pendiente antes de la corte, entonces usted conduce a tener derechos bajo la ley de Arizona.
That, among others, includes the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity.
Y eso incluye derechos de ser tratado, respeto y dignidad.
To a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings.
Para el procedimiento de corte.
To choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney.
Para seleccionar si va a ser entrevistado o defendido por abogado.
To be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling, and sentencing.
Para ser escuchado antes de que la corte pueda hacer una decisión o una liberación de negociación o para agendar una sentencia.
And to receive restitution from a person who has been convicted of causing your loss.
Y para recibir la restitución de la persona quien ha sido convicto o causándole pérdidas.
If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office.
Entonces usted no ha podido, no se le ha proveído aún con lo que son las declaraciones escritas de todos los derechos de víctima, por favor contacte a la División de Servicios de Víctima, la oficina.
Okay, we're ready to call case. Laura Ramirez Lopez.
Entonces estamos listos para llamar al caso de López.
Senor, your name and your date of birth, please.
Su nombre y su fecha de nacimiento, por favor.
Lauro Ramírez López. Nací el 4 de diciembre del 2004.
Lauro Ramirez Lopez, December the 4th, 2004.
Sir, is Spanish your primary language?
Señor, entonces es el español su idioma principal.
Sí.
Yes.
Do you need the assistance of a Spanish interpreter to help you understand all of your proceedings?
¿Usted necesita asistencia para coordinar un intérprete que le pueda ayudar a entender todo el procedimiento?
Sí.
Yes.
All right. So the court will appoint the Office of Court Interpreter to assist you.
Muy bien, entonces la corte va a agendar lo que es a un intérprete de corte de la oficina para asistirle.
Sir, you are charged with possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, possession of narcotic drugs, both Class 4 felonies, and carrying a deadly weapon being under 21 years of age, a Class 3 misdemeanor.
Señor, usted ha sido cargado con posesión de un arma bajo la posición de persona prohibida y de drogas y narcóticos, y también cargando lo que es un arma por debajo de los 21 años de la edad en clase 3.
Okay. You are not eligible to have a court-appointed lawyer.
No está elegible para lo que es un abogado agendado de la corte.
If you find that you cannot afford to hire your own lawyer, you can always ask your assigned judge to appoint one for you, but no promises that he or she will grant that request.
Entonces, si usted se encuentra que usted no puede contratar su propio abogado, usted puede siempre preguntar a lo que es a su juez asignado para agendar para usted, pero no se lo prometo.
Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix.
Y su fecha de corte va a ser en la 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix.
It will be at 8:30 in the morning. A status conference will be this coming up Friday on November 14th, and a witness preliminary hearing scheduled for November 18th.
Y eso va a ser a las 8:30 de la mañana. Y en el estatus de conferencia eso va a ser viernes, noviembre 14.
You are not to possess any weapons. You're not to possess any weapons. You're not to possess or consume any alcohol.
Y eso es posesión de algún arma, o que usted no esté consumiendo alcohol.
And you must appear in court as directed.
Y debería aparecer en la corte como directiva.
Bond has been set in a secured appearance bond of $5,000.
Entonces el vínculo ha sido establecido en lo que es la apariencia segura de $5,000.
Okay. Right. Thank you. Miguel Hernandez Sado.
Entonces le dimos otro subtítulo a ella
Okay, sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Tu nombre y fecha de nacimiento, por favor.
Miguel Ángel Hernández Gusaro, 4 de enero de 1998.
Sorry, this interpreter didn't understand what he said.
Yeah, you can, if you need clarification, you can always repeat it.
Señor, este es el intérprete. Repita lo que acaba de decir despacio, por favor. Apenas entendió lo que dijo, si es muy amable.
Miguel Ángel Hernández Gusaro, 4 de enero 1998.
Miguel Ángel Hernández Gusaras, January the 4, 1998.
Is Spanish your primary language?
El español es su idioma principal.
Sí.
Yes.
And do you need the assistance of a Spanish interpreter to assist you in all your proceedings in court?
Necesita asistencia de un intérprete para que le pueda ayudar con los procedimientos de la corte.
Sí.
Yes.
Okay, so the court will appoint the office of the court interpreter to provide a Spanish interpreter for you, sir.
Entonces la corte se va a agendar lo que es en la oficina de la corte para darle un intérprete para la interpretación en español para usted.
Sir, you are charged with aggravated driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs, a Class 4 felony.
Y señor, usted ha sido cargado por el agravado de estar conduciendo bajo la influencia del alcohol o drogas en la clase 4.
At this time, I do not find you are eligible for a court-appointed attorney.
En este momento no le encuentro elegible para agendar un abogado de la corte.
If you find that you are unable to afford to hire an attorney, you can then ask your assigned court to appoint one for you, but no promises that he or she would grant that request.
Si usted piensa que usted no puede darse el lujo de contratar un abogado, entonces usted puede preguntar a la corte asignada, pero no le prometo.
You must appear in court as directed.
Entonces debería aparecer como directo de la corte.
The court is located at 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix.
La corte está localizada en la dirección 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix.
They're scheduled for 8:30 in the morning.
Y está agendada para las 8:30 de la mañana.
You'll have a status conference on November 24th, and a witness preliminary hearing is scheduled for November 26th, both at 8:30 in the morning.
Y usted tiene lo que es una conferencia de estatus a noviembre 24 y un testigo en la audiencia agendada para noviembre 26, ambas a las 8:30 de la mañana.
You are not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription.
No puede estar poseyendo ningún tipo de drogas sin una prescripción válida.
You are not to possess or consume any alcohol.
No está supuesto a poseer o consumir ningún tipo de alcohol.
You are going to be released to the supervision of the pretrial services.
Y usted va a tener supervisión liberada de servicios.
One of the officers is going to hand you information, which I understand is also in Spanish. Will explain to you how you need to contact pretrial services to stay in compliance with their requirements.
Uno de los oficiales va a manejar su información, lo cual entiendo que está también en español. Vamos a explicarle a usted cómo necesita contactar al prejuicio de servicios.
You will probably be released in about 4 hours.
Usted estaría siendo liberado en 4 horas.
Unless there are some other holds placed against you.
Y también algunos otros hoyos en contra de usted.
All right, sir, you wanted to ask me something?
Tiene que preguntar. ¿Necesita preguntarme algo usted, señor?
Que muchas gracias otra vez, que me da otra oportunidad. Está mal lo que hice, voy a tratar la forma de arreglar lo mejor que puedo. Y muchas gracias.
Thank you again, and if I had an opportunity to just fix what I just did, thank you so much.
Okay, step to your left, please. Okay, thank you very much.
Un paso a la izquierda.
Sir, could you just make a general announcement, make sure we don't have any other Spanish speakers?
I'm sorry, is there talking to me?
Yeah, just make an announcement, ask if anyone else needs a Spanish interpreter.
¿Se necesita algún intérprete en español?
Anybody? No?
¿Alguien
Okay, thank you.
necesita?
Okay, thank you very much. Have a good evening, and we appreciate your time, sir.
Thank you for that language. Interpreter 591 disconnecting now. Bye-bye.
Okay. Good night. Celestino Ixtabalan Saj.
Good afternoon.
Sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Celestino Ixtabalan, November 1st, 1996.
Sir, you are charged with the following things. Trafficking in stolen property in the first degree, aggravated assault, and failure to stay an accident with death or injury. That's a Class 2, a Class 3, and a Class 5 felony.
Sir?
Okay. I am appointing a lawyer to represent you. So any questions you have about your case, you should consult with your attorney. Your next court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street for a status conference on November 4th at 8:30 and a witness preliminary hearing on November 18th, 2025, both at 8:30. Okay. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. You're not to initiate contact with the alleged victim or victims. You're not to possess any weapons.
I'm sorry, do I have weapons?
I'm just a general thing. You cannot possess any weapons.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. Bond has been set in the amount of a secured appearance bond in the amount of $75,000. $75,000. Step to your left, please. Vincent Edwards. Sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Vincent Edwards, March 4th, 2006.
Sir, you were charged with aggravated assault, Class 3 felony, and one count of disorderly conduct, Class 1 misdemeanor. And we do have a victim statement that I have reviewed. Just note. Now, in regard to this, your court dates will be on a status conference will be November 14th, and a witness preliminary hearing at this point scheduled November 18th, both at 8:30 in the morning, 175 West Madison Street. I'm not appointing a lawyer for you. It's my understanding you're hiring your own attorney. Okay, but I would note that at this point you're not eligible for an court-appointed attorney. You're not to initiate contact with the alleged victim or victims. You're not to possess any weapons. You're not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription. And because of your age, you're not to possess or consume any alcohol. Bond is, give me 1 second here. Bond is set in the amount of security appearance bond of $50,000. Step to your left, please. You can apply, ask your attorney to apply to your assigned court, see if that bond can be reduced. Okay. Ryan Caldwell. Just step to your left, please. Ryan Caldwell. Yeah, that's him. You'll get the packet after you're done, okay?
Afternoon, Your Honor.
Your name and date of birth, please.
Ryan Caldwell, January 11th, 2005.
Okay. All right, you are charged with Class 6 felony of disorderly conduct with a weapon. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street, both at 8:30. Status conference on November 14th, which is Friday coming up, and a witness preliminary hearing on November 18th. First of all, you're not to return to the scene of alleged crime. You are not to initiate contact with the alleged victim or victims. You're not to possess any weapons. You're not to consume any alcohol. That's also because of your age.
Yeah.
And you can return one time to the scene of alleged crime with a police officer on a civil standby to pick up your personal effects. The state was requesting a bond of $5,000. I'm making it a $1,500 security appearance bond, not $5,000. All right. If you post a bond and you don't show up, you could lose your bond and a warrant will issue for your arrest.
I appreciate it, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Ralph Potokar. Good evening, sir. Your name and date of birth, please.
Ralph Potokar, 11/17/1986.
Okay, so you're here on a bench warrant at Superior Court on possession of dangerous drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia. You already have a lawyer. Your court dates would be status conference on November 14th, witness preliminary hearing November 18th, both at 175 West Madison. And your judge said bond because your bench warrant amount of $1,000. Let me just check one other thing here for you. I know you have another open case. Let me see what.
I'm sorry.
When that's scheduled for? Okay, let me give you more information about it. Okay.
Is he talking to me?
Well, pretrial service, there may be an open case. You want to talk to your lawyer about it, okay?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Sure. Talk to your lawyer about it, saying you may have another open case to avoid possibly having another warrant.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm mentioning to you. I don't have any information about it. That's something for you to talk with your lawyer about it. Better to find out about it now than down the road.
Right.
You know, that type of thing. But if you post a bond, make sure you show up for court, or else you could lose your bond and a warrant will issue. All right?
So what's my bond at?
$1,000. That's what your judge said.
Oh, okay.
Security appearance bond.
Thank you. So what would I need altogether to bond out?
Well, if you go to a bonding company, that's between you and the bonding company.
Oh, no. I'm saying if I what it is.
Do it yourself, $1,000.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Angela Ortega. Your name and date of birth, please.
Angela Ortega, 1/29/85.
All right, you also have bench warrant at Superior Court on possession of narcotic drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia. You already have an attorney on the case. You'll be at 175 West Madison Street for your status conference on November 14th and witness public hearing on November 18th, both at 8:30. Your judge said bond in the amount of $1,000 with the bench warrant. All right, step to your left, please. Michael Gerloff. Okay. I just have to make one slight change, okay? So your name and date of birth, please. Your name and date of birth.
Michael Gerloff, December 16th, 1986.
Okay, I wrote in, I said you failed to appear for, I said you failed to appear for sentencing, you failed to appear for disposition, so I just want to make that change, so. Boy, it knocked me out for some reason. I'll have to go back in. Okay. Anyway, you are on probation and you didn't show up for the disposition hearing on that. So that'll be on November 14th. It's coming up Friday at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson. You already have an attorney. Excuse me one second. I do have to amend something else. If you do get out, you have to contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. So let me add that. I do have to say one other thing here. Also, you're not to consume or possess any alcohol, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. No, it didn't take it. One second. Did it go through now? I added it. Did it go through now? Including the contact probation officer in 72 hours? Okay. And, sir, so bond was set for you in the amount, by your judge, in the amount of $500 security appearance bond. Okay, so, all right, if you post your bond, make sure you show up for court. What was that, sir? If you, $500, but make sure you show up for court and get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. Okay? Step to your left, please. Randy Stewart. Sir, your name, date of birth, please.
Randy Dean Stewart, 5985.
Okay. You've got a warrant out of Surprise City Court on, I believe they're domestic violence charges, if I remember correctly. Disorderly conduct and criminal damage, both Class 1 misdemeanors. You're not to initiate contact with alleged victim. Your arraignment hearing will be November 18th at 1:30 at Surprise City Court. The address will be there on your paperwork. That court said bond amount of $500, security appearance bond. Step to your left. All right, Adam Martin. All right, so your name and date of birth, please.
It's Adam Martin, 52289.
You got a bench warrant on a probation matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 second. You're appointed a lawyer, one hadn't been appointed already, and I think you already had your disposition, you already had entered a denial on it. Let me see if I made any notes in regard to that.
Can I just say something, sir?
Hold 1 second.
Okay.
You can, but I'm just telling you, I'd be very, very careful about saying something that could work against you, okay?
Okay, no, the reason why I missed court was because I was actually in a treatment facility getting rehabilitation for treatment.
Okay, let me explain something to you. That's something you'll have to bring up in front of your judge. Speak to your lawyer about that, because one of the things, just speaking in general, that you have had a lawyer, you should be communicating with your lawyer in regard to that. I just want to double check one more thing here. Okay, let me also bring up something else, and that's what I thought I remembered about you. Your attorney did bring a motion to quash the warrant and mentioned that you were at Canyon Vista.
Yes, sir.
Okay, unable to attend. Okay.
And I can't.
Wait 1 second. Let me just
okay.
Let me finish everything here. And I will tell you this: your signed judge on October 30th denied the motion to quash
yeah, I was
warrant.
in treatment. Yeah.
I just want to let you know. So the motion was made by your lawyer. Maybe in the future it'll be more successful. But right now that was denied. So the bond is set by that judge remains in effect.
Well, how much is the bond?
$500.
I thought it was
$250. I'm sorry.
Is there any way you can work with me on that?
It's not a question of working with you. You can go to a bonding company. Okay? Because your judge already made a ruling that not to quash the warrant, to keep it as it is. Okay? So step to your left, please. Ms. Ruiz, I think it's Velea. I didn't want to mispronounce your name. So your name and date of birth, please.
Larry, February 19th, 1993.
To 1993?
February 19th.
Okay. You're here on a probation violation warrant.
Yes.
On a Class 1 misdemeanor. You'll be 201 West Jefferson for your probation revocation arraignment hearing, November 14th at 8:30. Disposition hearing on the same date, of course, if that happens. You're alleged to violate terms 3, 5, and 15. Don't possess any weapons or alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription. Your judge set bond amount of $250 security appearance bond. If you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. Okay, step to your left, please.
Thank you.
Okay, Osmar Romero.
Hello, Your Honor.
Okay. Come on. Okay. Not good morning. Good afternoon, sir. Your name and date of birth, please.
Osmar Testimer Romero, November 30th, 1995.
Okay. Sir, see, first of all, you have a bench warrant in Superior Court on unlawful means of transportation as a passenger, a Class 6 felony. You already have a lawyer on that. Oh, this is a probation matter. I'm sorry. Your probation revocation arraignment hearing will be at 201 West Jefferson on November 14th at 8:30. Okay. I appointed a lawyer for you. Looks like the warrant. you never had your denial entered, so that's why it's being set for probation revocation or arraignment hearing. You're alleged to have violated term number 1, so you'll talk to your lawyer about that aspect of it. If you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. You cannot possess or consume any alcohol, can't possess weapons or drugs without a valid prescription. All right, so if you get out, if you post your bond, make sure you contact your probation officer and show up for court. All right?
Okay, how much is the bond?
$250. Okay. And you can go through a bonding company.
Can I pay it, on my own?
Yeah. They can, if you need to know how to do it, let one of these officers, ask one of the officers.
Yes, because my wife is actually.
I'm saying, you can ask, they'll explain to you. Okay. Johnny Flowers?
Johnny Flowers, 03/24/1996.
All right, thank you, sir. You said 3/24/96, right?
Yes.
Okay, you're speaking very softly, like I do too much, okay? You're here on a probation violation, and to remind myself, you're on probation for resisting arrest. You're alleged to have violated terms 3, 5, and 15. I did appoint a lawyer for you. If you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. No weapons, no alcohol, and no drugs without a valid prescription. Your court dates, you'll have your probation revocation hearing at 201 West Jefferson on November 14th at 8:30. That's this Friday coming up. And your judge said bond amount of $250. You can go through a bonding company. All right, so if you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours and show up for court. Rudy Diaz.
How you doing today, sir? Rudy Diaz, 61085.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I just want to refresh my memory about this. Okay, you got 2 matters here. One is a new charge out of Peoria, El Mirage City Court.
I don't understand what the charge was for, sir. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
I just want to go over everything I have. Also look at my notes.
Yes, sir.
So I don't do things strictly by memory. That being
Yes, sir. Sorry, I didn't mean to butt in
no,
on that.
I don't take any disrespect from it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, give me 1 second here. I anticipate what your question might be, so let me look something up, okay?
Yes, sir. I just,
okay, hold on. Hang loose. Okay. This charge is, they're all misdemeanors: criminal damage, disorderly conduct, and assault. Okay, they're domestic violence charges. A lawyer will be appointed for you at your next court date. Okay, because we can't do it here. It'll be done over that court. Okay. You're not.
The thing was, is me and my wife were just arguing.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's what. You know what? That's why I say to people, I recommend they don't talk, because you also admitted something. It's one of the elements of your crime.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just saying,
just verbally.
I understand.
Yes, sir. I apologize.
No, don't apologize. I try to protect everybody's rights.
No, I hear you. I apologize.
So don't apologize to me. You'll be hurting yourself.
Yes,
You
sir.
know what I mean? Okay. I want to make this clear. You're not to return to the scene of alleged crime. You're not to initiate contact with her. You can return one time to there with a police officer and a civil standby to pick up your personal effects. And your court date will be November 17th at 10 o'clock, El Mirage. The address will be on your paperwork. Bond was set amount of $250. You also have the warrant out of Peoria City Court. The address will be there. That's on a shoplifting charge. Okay. A lawyer will be appointed for you on the next court date, which will be November 13th, which is this Thursday at 9 o'clock in the morning. So if you're still in custody, you'll be transported there. If you're out of custody, you got to make sure you're at both courts.
Okay.
Court date, so don't lose your paperwork.
On the both of them are on the 13th?
No. Let me go back. Okay. No, the one within El Mirage is November 17th. This will be in your paperwork.
Okay.
And the one on the shoplifting is November 17th. Excuse me. Yeah, in Peoria it's 11/13. at 9 o'clock, so, okay? And don't return to the scene of the alleged crime or initiate contact with the alleged complainant or witness. There'll be another $250. So your total bond, you can go through a bondsman, is $500. Make sure you show up for your courts so you don't lose your bond if you post it, all right? Peter Chipley? All right, so your name and date of birth, please. Your name and date of birth.
Parker Chipley, March 25th, 2000.
All right, you got a bench warrant at Superior Court on possession of drug paraphernalia. Well, actually, it's a probation violation, I think, right? Let's see here. Yeah, hold on 1 second. I have to amend this one also. Oh, you already had your revocation arraignment hearing, okay. That's right here. You'll have a disposition hearing at 201 West Jefferson, November 14th, this Friday at 8:30 in the morning. I got to add one thing on this, though. If you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. And obviously, you can't possess any weapons or consume any alcohol and no drugs without a valid prescription. Your judge said bond amount $150. You can go through a bondsman on that. All right? All right, step to your left. Did you go through?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that one more time?
Oh, $150, you can go through a bondsman. Okay, but make sure if you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Oh, that's one of the cases, by the way. Sir, don't go anywhere. You got 3 cases, so. You have an arrest warrant at a Superior Court on a possession of dangerous drugs. And that one was a request for a higher bond, but the court on that one will be at 175 West Madison from November 14th at 8:30 for status conference. Witness pulling hearing on November 18th. And I've got to change this also. Sorry. The release conditions are the same in terms of contact the probation officer and no weapons, no alcohol, that type of thing. But I just, because you had bond set on the other one, so they would transport you if you couldn't make that bond, I just reduced the bond to $50 on that one. All right? Now you have the final matter, which is...
So what would my bond be altogether?
Okay, well, let me just go through the third one, okay? And this one, let's see here. Oh, no, so the third one is, you've got a warrant on the Dreamy Draw Justice Court on a DUI, okay? A lawyer will be appointed for you at the next court date, and a lawyer is appointed to this court just for the limited purpose regarding the bond issue. Because you have other matters, I lowered the bond from $687 to $50 on that, all right?
Thank you.
Okay, so, do have to change certain things on this also. Otherwise, the release conditions are the same, such as contacting your probation officer, et cetera. I think you asked me, you were trying to ask me what your total bond is?
Huh?
Were you asking me what your total bond is?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. $250. Okay?
I thought it was like 1,100.
No, 150 on one and 50 on the other and 50 on the other. Total of 250.
So it's 250 on one and what?
No, altogether, 250 total. 150 on one charge, 50 on the other, and 50 on the other.
Oh, okay.
It'll be on your paperwork, okay?
All right.
I accept your note, please. Brian Fichetti? All right, so your name and date of birth, please.
Brian Allen Pichetti, 22162, Your Honor.
All right, you've got two matters before me. One is a probation violation on a Class 4 felony. Probation for possession of dangerous drugs. You're alleged to have violated Term 1, not being a law-abiding citizen. I'm appointing a lawyer for you on both matters, by the way. You're on probation in CR 2024-110562. You can have your probation revocation arraignment hearing on Friday, November 14th at 8:30 at 201 Jefferson. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me finish what I have to say, okay? Because I anticipate what you're going to say to me in a second, okay? If you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. You can't possess any weapons, can't possess or consume any alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription. Now, that's going to be at 201 West Jefferson. And another judge said, well, your bond has been set in the amount of $250 on that one, going to security appearance bond. Now, you also have a new case, 2025-140785. That's an arrest warrant on possession of dangerous drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia, appointing a lawyer for you. This one will be at 175 West Madison on the same time, November 14th at 8:30 for a SAS conference. A witness preliminary hearing is November 18th. So talk to your lawyer about it. If you're still in custody, make sure they know about the other one so there's not a warrant in the other court because you can't be in the same place at the same time. Once again, keep in contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release and all these other ones. I know you're concerned about your service dog, but I can't do anything about that because you have those holds. Okay?
Excuse me.
If you post your bond, then you'll be getting out.
Okay. When I came in, they said my bond was 200. What's my bond, Your Honor?
Okay, I'm sure. I made the arrest warrant $50. I reduced it, by the way, to $50. And,
appreciate that.
And the other one is, I'm sorry, I looked at the wrong one. $250. Total of $300, and you can go through the bonding company.
I have that on me. Yeah, I appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
If you do post a bond, it takes a few hours to get processed.
That's okay. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Make sure you post your bond, you show up for your courts.
Yes,
remember,
sir.
I said there'll be two different courts at the same time. That's why it's very important for you to, if you're out of custody, tell your lawyer, let's say at the new case, that you also have the probation violation at the same time. Because you don't want another warrant on the probation violation,
correct,
or vice versa. Okay?
Okay.
And also, if you get out, you got to contact your probation officer.
I will.
72 hours of release.
I appreciate that.
Make sure, remember, look at your paperwork. Don't lose it. See the court where you're supposed to be. Because ultimately, they'll be put in the same court, but not initially. Okay? All right, accept your letter.
All right, thank you.
Christian Garcia. All right, so your name and date of birth, please.
Christian Garcia, August 24, 1994.
All right, so you've got a warrant at the Superior Court on a bench warrant for not showing up on a possession of drug paraphernalia. You already have an attorney. Excuse me, this is not a probation violation. I'm sorry. So I may have to change this. Let me just look at this here.
Yes, sir. I just got a job too.
Looks like you've had your bond forfeiture already.
Well,
one second. That's what I'm just looking.
My grandma.
I'm just speaking in general. By the way, I'm looking at the fact he's already had his revocation arraignment hearing when I go into ISIS. I just want to clear up your court dates, okay?
No, it got vacated.
What?
So it got vacated because there was a bench warrant.
Okay, let me go back on that. Let me see here. No, they show on May 8th, he entered a denial. We'll see what happened since then. Yeah, she issued denial on May 8th. But we're gonna want to make sure we get the right dates for you, okay? And I have to change this anyway, put some other stuff in. Definitely, by the way, no alcohol, no weapons, no drugs, and get a hold of your probation officer within 72 hours of any release.
Yes, sir.
And your judge did set bond in the amount of $150, security appearance bond.
Okay, I think so.
So what's the court date going to be? Let's see. Separate, oh, now you changed it already. Disposition hearing, good, thank you, will be this coming Friday, November 14th.
Okay, my bond?
$150.
$150?
Yeah, you can't go to a bonding company.
I just got a job. Is there any way I can get released on,
No, well, that's what your judge said, okay?
Oh,
all right, step to your left, please. Jessica Witt. Your name and date of birth, please.
Jessica Witt, 33188.
Okay, you're here on a new case of possession of dangerous drugs, possession of narcotic drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia. Based on the limited information, I don't find probable cause on the dangerous drugs. Doesn't mean it won't come up, you won't be charged with, but just at this early stage, I don't have enough. Okay, I am appointing a lawyer for you, so you gotta show up for court.
Oh, absolutely.
1 second. 175 West Madison Street. You're gonna have a status conference on November 24th, and a witness plum hearing November 26th, both at 8:30. You have to be present for those things. I am gonna release you to pretrial services.
Thank you.
Listen to me. Some people screw up on this. This is my term. With drug testings, it means you can, in your packet, it's going to be an explanation on how to contact pretrial services.
Okay.
Because you'll be required to do drug testing. If you don't do it, you have a warrant and you're back here.
I just have to do drug testing for them?
And whatever they require you to do.
Okay, no problem, sir.
It'll take about 4 hours for you to get out. But a lot of people, sometimes people get into pretrial service and they forget to do, they just think, oh, it's just a release. It's not.
Okay.
Make sure you get it done. All right? Step to your left.
Thank you, sir.
I did? Yeah. That happened. Brian Hubbard, thank you. All right, sir. Good afternoon. Your name and date of birth, please.
Brian Hubbard, August 16, 2000.
Sir, how long have you been here in the jail now?
How long have I been here?
Yeah.
I've been here since 8 o'clock this morning.
Okay, it's now, in a minute it'll be 6 o'clock. That's 10 hours, right?
Yes, sir.
And you had a warrant out of South Mountain Justice Court. Do you know where that court is?
No.
Well, let's put it this way. The address will be there. So my question is, are you going to show up for that court?
I swear to God I will.
Is it by not showing up for court, was it worth the 10 hours here?
No, I was in jail, sir.
Oh, okay, well,
on the 29th when they issued it? Or?
Okay, let's put it this way. I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. But I'm saying, make sure you show up, okay? To avoid the 10 hours here.
I will. I will come to court.
Okay. Let me tell you your court date, so don't lose your paperwork, sir.
I was in jail, sir.
Okay, no, where you going?
Thank you.
You don't want to know the court date?
No, yes, I do.
Okay. So if you keep walking away and not listening, it's not going to help you, is it? So don't lose your paperwork. November 26th at 9 o'clock in the morning, okay? Be there, okay? So this time, drive my license suspended, and don't drive without a valid driver's license.
I
Okay?
actually got my license now.
Good. Okay, step to your left, please.
You got it.
All right. Did I do Christian Garcia?
Yes.
Okay, I did. Okay. Jessica Witt, I did. Okay. All right. Ms. Norzagade, I don't want to mispronounce your name, Navaya? Hi. After your name and date of birth, please.
Nivan Rozagri, 7/14/2001.
Well, you got a case in Country Meadows Justice Court, and the address will be in your paperwork for allegedly going way too fast. Exceeding the speed limit by more than 20 miles per hour. And your court date will be November 20th at 8:30 in Country Meadows Justice Court. Be smart and show up for court so you're not back here. Okay? All right, step there, please. Pedro Saenz. Okay. Your name?
Pedro Saenz, 5490.
You're the same thing. You're in West Mesa Justice Court. The address will be in your paperwork. Well, you also have a driving license suspended or revoked and exceeding speed limit by more than 20 miles per hour. It's not worth it to spend all this time here. I'm sure you had better things to be or better places to be. So better show up there, okay? And which will be November 25th at 8:30 at the West Mesa Justice Court. I'll be releasing you on normal recognizance. Once again, to hope the two of you learn and just show up for court, okay? All right, step to your left, please.
Thank you.
Georgie Telefilov.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Georgie Teofilov, July 22nd.
What's your name again?
Georgie Teofilov.
Teofilov?
Yeah, the Greek.
I thought it was Slavic, so I'd say Teofilov.
It is Slavic, you're right.
Okay. All right. You are charged with possession of dangerous drugs, class 4 felony. I cannot appoint an attorney for you. If you cannot find you cannot afford one, you can always ask your assigned court, your judge, to see if he or she will appoint one for you, but no promises on that. But you have a status conference. Your court dates will be at 175 West Master Street at 8:30. Your status conference is November 24th. Witness preliminary hearing is November 26th. I'm releasing you on your recognizance, so you'll be getting. Actually, it was an arrest warrant. I know you never appeared. Make sure they know what your address is, so you don't have those issues again. But I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. All right? You'll be out in a few hours. Okay.
I was going to ask you just really quick. I have to stay here 48 hours for a DUI and have work release. Will this impact my work release, Judge? Because Monday I'm scheduled for work release for 4 days.
Well, hold it. Are you doing your DUI time right now?
Yes, correct.
That was scheduled for you to be here anyway.
Yes, and I didn't know I had this warrant until I showed up.
Okay, well, I can't give you any advice, but I'm saying you can be getting out in 4 hours on this charge, then you understand what I'm saying? Let's put it that way.
They'll explain everything, I'm assuming?
Well, let's say, so you got arrested on this, you're being released on this. Anything else still applies as it was before.
So this has no effect with the existing matters?
Talk to your lawyer, but because I have to watch what I'm saying because I can't give legal advice. So I'm saying you're being released on this charge.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, we have one house call. It's John Tay Jones. And the reason for the house call?
Assault, Your Honor.
Assault on?
Another one of the...
inmates? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I would, no, the state was, I had a victim statement, a victim impact statement in regard to this. I believe it was, let me see who it's from again. It's a parent in regard to it. I am appointing a lawyer. It's based on criminal damage, class 6 felony. The status conference is November 14th at 8:30. Witness public hearing November 18th at 8:30 at 175 West Madison Street. He cannot return to the scene of the alleged crime or initiate contact with the alleged victim. No weapons and no alcohol. Bond is set in the amount of $1,500. And I did rely on the victim's statement in regard to this. Okay. We are in recess in this matter. Okay. Let me just do, we're off the record. Let me just do one blood warrant and now. All right. All four of them here. Very good. Everyone, please be seated. I was in the other room, so I wasn't jokingly saying, let's put them all for 11. All right, good evening, everybody. This is the 8 o'clock calendar on November 8th, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. If I set a secured appearance bond for you, it means you'll be able to go to a bonding company. There's a list of bonding companies and names and numbers on some of the walls in the jail. If you can't find it or need help, ask one of the officers for assistance. I'm not going to set forth all your release conditions, but they will out loud, but they will be on your paperwork, so please read them at that time. It's my understanding that bonding companies do collect calls. Okay, there's also a victim rights assessment advisement I have to mention. Read out loud. If you are a victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you're advised you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to speedy trial, to be present in court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on the release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling, and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who's been convicted of causing your loss. If you've already not been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. All right. Now let's start. Carrington Kirby. Good evening, sir. Your name and date of birth, please.
What is that?
Your name and date of birth.
Carrington Kirby, 5287.
Okay, you got two matters before me. One is a probation violation in CR 2025-121563. Looks like you're on probation for possession of drug paraphernalia. You're alleged to have violated terms 3 and 5. I am appointing a lawyer for you.
Okay.
I do have to make an amendment on this, Carla. Because there'll be a different attorney, that's fine. Somehow it got erased. Okay. As I indicated, I appointed a lawyer for you. Your next court date will be at 201 West Jefferson on this coming Friday, November 14th at 8:30. I said you're alleged to violate terms 3 and 5. You're not to possess any weapons. You can't consume or possess any alcohol. No drugs without a valid prescription. And if you are able to bond out, you need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. One of the judges in the probation violation court has said bond for you in the amount of $100 secured appearance bond. Now,
I was in a hospital. I got into
I'm just something you'll have to talk to your lawyer about, because it's alleged, remember, it's alleged you violated your probation for a couple of different reasons. Okay, he or she will go over it with you. Now, you also have an arrest warrant at a Superior Court on possession of narcotic drugs and possession of drug paraphernalia that's alleged to have occurred on August 25th, 2025. I've reduced the bond on this. They went from $100 to $50 because you got the bond on the other one. And so one thing I just want to emphasize on the first one, the probation violation, you're at 201 West Jefferson on November 14th at 8:30. The other one you have on the new case, you're at 8:30 at November 14th also, but it's at 175 West Madison Street. So you're getting a lawyer for both. But what's going to happen, they'll probably, if you don't bond out, they'll probably transfer you to the they'll only try and kick you to one court. So talk to your lawyers about it, so make sure they know about the other case, okay? And then ultimately, they'll probably be combined together, and there'll be one lawyer on that, all right? So anyway, I reduced it just to $50 on that, and so your total bond is $150. Same condition, contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. If you're out of custody, go to one court and tell them about the other one so you don't have a warrant on the other one, okay? And so, all right, if you would step to your left, please. Haramabi Vaughn. All right, so your name and date of birth, please.
Haramabi Vaughn, October 7th, 1971.
Okay. Okay, sir, you are charged with, in Superior Court, with one count of possession of dangerous drugs, Class 4 felony, and one count of assault, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I am appointing a lawyer for you. You're not to initiate contact with the alleged victim. All right. I am aware that you have 4 prior felony convictions, including 2 of them, I believe, are aggravated domestic violence charges. The assault in this case is in a domestic violence offense. Your court dates are, status conference will be November 14th at 8:30 at 175 West Madison Street, and a witness preliminary hearing at this point is scheduled for November 18th at 8:30 at the same address. Bond is set in the amount of $500 secured appearance bond, which means you can go through a bondsman. All right, step to your left, please. David Blumen. Good evening, sir. Your name and date of birth, please.
David Anthony Bruman, 12/12/80.
All right, sir, you have a probation violation matter. Looks like you're on probation for possession of dangerous drugs. You're alleged to have violated terms 3, 4, and 5. I did appoint a lawyer for you. You'll be at your probation revocation arraignment hearing on November 14th, which is this Friday coming up, at 8:30 in the morning at 201 West Jefferson. If you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. You cannot consume or possess any alcohol, you can't possess any weapons, and you cannot possess any drugs without a valid prescription. All right. And a judge in the probation violation court set bond for you in the amount of $100 security appearance bond. If you post bond, make sure you contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release and show up for court. All right. Step to your left, please. Matthew McDermott. All right, so your name and date of birth, please.
Matthew McDermott, 02/03/01.
Okay, you can check one thing here. All right, you are charged with domestic violence, charge of disorderly conduct and assault. A lawyer will be appointed for your next court date, which will be at the Goodyear City Court. The address will be on your paperwork on November 26th at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Make sure you're there. You're not to initiate contact with alleged victim or victims. Okay? And I am going to release you on your own recognizance. It's a whole lot better showing up for court there than having to be here.
Yes, sir.
All right, so you'll probably be out in about 4 hours. All right,
Yes,
step
sir.
it.
Thank you.
Step to your left, please. Martha Murrieta. Martha Murrieta.
She's in holding cell 6, holding cell 1.
Oh, she's a house call. I hadn't noticed that. Okay, I'm sorry. She's charged with, she's got a warrant out of Goodyear City Court on drug paraphernalia. And she's got an arraignment hearing there on November 26th at 1 o'clock. And I'm releasing her in her own recognizance. Okay? We're off the record. Okay. Okay, we're back on the record in regard to the house called Martha Murrieta. I was informed I had set bonded 6 hours ago on the calendar, and so I'm going to set a placeholder bond of $25, and counsel will be appointed at the next hearing, but counsel is appointed only for limited purpose regarding bond issue, bond amount, regarding bond issue, and so. Otherwise, everything is the same, and except that the court date will now be November 26th at 1 p.m. Hold it? Yeah. No, the court date will now be November 12th, right? I'm sorry, at 8:30. Okay. Got it? I'll just hand it. We're off the record. I can hand it to All right.
Thank you. You may be seated.
This is the time set for the 11 p.m. initial appearance calendar on November 8, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. I'll call you each one at a time to the podium. I'll provide a second name to sit in the chair outside of this room. I will let you know what you are here for, if I have appointed an attorney, if you have a bond, and what your release conditions are. I'm also going to read the victim's rights advisement. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with the written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. If we could have Mr. De La Cruz to the podium and Adam Hull to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Samuel Flores de la Cruz, June 12, 1995, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here today on a bond surrender. It looks like you were out on release for some pending charges related to theft means of transportation, possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, unlawful flight from law enforcement, criminal damage, tampering with physical evidence, obstruction of a highway, leaving an accident, resisting arrest, and criminal trespass. Looks like you had posted a bond of $25,000 and the bond company surrendered you to the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office, alleging that you failed to comply with their conditions or release. I'm going to affirm the attorney that was previously appointed to represent you. I'm going to set a status conference on this case since you have been surrendered to the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office. That'll be on November 17th at 8:30. And I am just going to affirm all prior release conditions. You're still going to have a secured appearance bond of $25,000. In the event you post that, you'll be released to pretrial services with electronic monitoring, and written conditions remain the same. You may not return to the scene of the alleged crime, and you may not possess any weapons. Did you have any questions?
So my bond got revoked from my baby mother not wanting to put the house up no more, and then because the compliance was I have to check in every month, and my last check-in was October 17th, and then my check-in, I went in and checked in today, and they had it revoked. So the bail's bondsman, they told me that I can go through them if I put in, because I had put it, the house of because I'm set to be sentenced January 5th. I had signed my plea already to be sentenced, and I could have gone in already, but they gave me until January 5th to surrender myself. And so the bail bondsman told me that I can just put in another collateral, but have to pay the 10% again. So I just wanted to see if there's anything that I could do about a bonds reduction, just because I've been on bond since January, and I've been doing really good. It's been almost a full year, and I've been on my ankle monitor. I just saw my pretrial service yesterday. He said everything is fine. Big day is January 5th, and the reason that why I'm here is just because me and the mother of my kids have been fighting. And today is actually my son's birthday. Well, it was the 8th. It was my oldest son. He's nonverbal autistic, and it was his birthday. And I had his cake in the fridge, and I went to go pay my fee because I had just got paid on Friday. And then they booked me because they told me that she revoked my bond. And they gave me a shirt too, because I didn't have a thin shirt, and they're like, if you could just rebook with us, just try to talk with the judge to see if you could get a bond reduction so that your fee doing it again wouldn't be so much. Because I go in January 5th, and my best friend and my sister and my girlfriend right now, they're trying to figure out how to put up together the $2,500 or try to see if it's worth putting up $2,500 for me to be out for 2 months, the holidays, which is what the court had gave me initially because I had already signed my plea, I think October 8th or October 5th or something.
I did see that, and I do see that you have sentencing in January.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yes, I said yes.
So for purposes of today, you're not entitled to a bond reduction. You are going to see the judge that is assigned to this case on November 17th. At that time, you can see if they are willing to consider a bond reduction if you have it bonded out. I know you mentioned you had a self-surrender in January. If you can't bond out, if you wanted to just start that time now, you could potentially ask the judge to change that date when you see the judge on November 17th, but you will have to talk to the assigned judge, and that hearing won't be till November 17th at 8:30.
Will they still give me, because I think under my plea it said time served, including time served, so does today count as like, the time that I'm in here now count towards my sentencing that I'm supposed to do starting the 5th?
As long as there's a bond on your case, it typically does, or the court typically can include that. So you're scheduled for sentencing and not necessarily to self-surrender, so I don't know that you've been given the exact amount of time that you're going to serve yet, or did they already tell you what it is?
180 days.
Okay.
With time served, I think I did already 5 days when they initially first got me.
So then when you go to that hearing, if you do wait until January 5th for that hearing, then they should be able to calculate the time. If you don't bond out, or at least the one day you were in, they usually can add that in there because you do have a bond on this case and you are in custody. So they'll likely take it into consideration. I can't guarantee it because it is up to the judge that's assigned to the case. But I typically think that they will do that for you.
Okay, thank you.
Anything further?
So you think that they might be able to reduce my bond my next court November 17th?
I don't know whether or not she will or not, but it's the assigned judge who's been handling this case, and so she already has been taking part of it, or he or she, I apologize. And so they will know more of what's been going on, and they can analyze the facts and what has happened and the fact that you've already pled, and then make that determination if they feel like that is appropriate. And then you'll also have your attorney there that day as well. So everybody who's been involved in it up until now will be there. And so the state will be there, and then everybody can kind of give their input on whether or not that's appropriate, okay?
Thank you.
All right. If you'll step to your left, the officer will get you that paperwork.
Thank you.
May I have Adam to the podium? Can I get your name and date of birth?
Adam Wesley Gould, January 22nd, 1987.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here on 3 cases. You're here on a new case, a probation violation warrant from the Superior Court, and a probation violation warrant from Buckeye Municipal Court. Your new case is for 1 count of shoplifting, removal of goods, and 1 count of shoplifting, changing a purchase price. Both Class 1 misdemeanors. Probable cause has been found, and I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. Your new charges are also out of the Buckeye Municipal Court, so I'm going to go over your warrant in that case. They've alleged you violated your probation, so I'm appointing an attorney in that case. You're going to have an arraignment hearing November 12th at 1 p.m., and that's in the Buckeye Municipal Court, and that applies to both your warrant from them as well as your new charges. In your probation violation warrant from the Superior Court, they've alleged you violated Term 5 of your probation, so I'm going to appoint an attorney in that case as well, and then you'll have a probation revocation hearing November 14th at 8:30 in the Superior Court. So essentially you have 2 hearings coming up, 2 different locations between your 3 cases. You have a secured appearance bond of $250 on each case, for a total bond of $750. In the event that bond is posted and you're released from custody, you will have written conditions of release. Some of those things include not returning to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, and you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No, you're good.
Okay, if you'll step to your left, the officer will get you that paperwork. Our remaining case will proceed as a house call due to being unable to function. Angela Thompson, date of birth January 2nd, 1963, is here on a new case for 1 count of aggravated assault, a Class 6 felony, and 1 count of resisting arrest, a Class 1 misdemeanor. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent her. She is going to have a status conference November 14th at 8:30, a preliminary hearing November 18th at 8:30. She has a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,500. In the event that bond is posted, she does have written conditions of release. She may not initiate contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. If anything changes after I meet with her, I will update the written record. This does conclude our 11 p.m. calendar, and we will now stand in recess until 2 a.m.